Okay, we are live. Audio's coming through, so we're good to go. For Hogwarts Legacy episode 44, Slytherin House. So, last time we started the winter time of the game, and we got a whole bunch of side quests now available to us. The question is, do we do those? Or do we go and do the main quest? Ooh, good question, good question, good question. Okay, well, first things first, let's make sure we're stocked up on potions. And let's check our animals. Bless me. How beautiful is this one?
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Now, do I do side quests or do I do main story? That is a very, very good question. Okay, we're stocked up. Let's meet Sebastian and then I think we'll go and talk to Poppy.
I swear it wasn't what you think, my cherub. Your eyes deceived you.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it. Else, references to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
The thing about those who are blind, they tend to have very good ears. I'm going to take the slow path there so we can see collection chests. That, and I don't want to be using the Flu Network all the time. Not to mention, we got a broom. Now we need to look out for the larger chests. They're the ones that will have conjurations and loom enchantments on them. You gotta admit, this is faster than walking. And I'm barely holding the button down. Okay. I'm gonna mute for the conversations and I'll meet you afterwards.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your Gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Professor's goblin medal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin-made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though, so what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
One of the best views of the castle you're gonna get.
That's it. I bet it's the word.
Beasts were made to be skinned and eaten.
You've had too much fire with you. You think you can outdo my take? Could hardly carry the sacks on that last raid. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone. Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons? It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer. We may have an intruder in our lives. What's this? Jesus Christ! No.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Revelio. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You brought a friend.
Stop right there! I'll get you fucked. One spells to be toyed with.
Use the brains of a troll, you back for another I suppose we'll find out. This way. That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Okay.
Pushing a plough is good, honest work.
There. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Not that much to choose from.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Wonder how I get on working as a referee for professional perhaps they need a reprieve from the students.
If I thought I could compete with Serona, I'd open my own pub in Hogwarts.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Okay, let's sort out my notes. Daylight would be nice.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Okay. Let's see. Once my computer wants to cooperate, I'll be able to check my notes. So while I wait for my laptop to behave, I'm going to go talk to Poppy. I like how the snow actually rests in my hair. That's a nice touch by the developers.
still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
can never remember which staircase it is.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Okay, there's a certain side quest I'm waiting to pop up. But I don't see it yet. I know where it appears. Okay. Let's do Professor Weasley's assignment. I know that. Need this one. Okay, going to need the viaduct courtyard. Let's see. No. Where is it? I think someone just went past on a broom. I think. Wow. Okay. Just pulling up the necessary notes. Okay. I think I got it. That's a werewolf.
So this is the underground harbor.
Revelio.
Okay, next we need to go to the library. Which, thankfully, is not too far. Now, you're up there again. I'm going to bookmark this so I don't lose it.
I should think there's an entire ward in St. Mungo's for Transfiguration accidents. I thought it would be hard adjusting to sharing rooms, because I never thought I'd actually enjoy it.
Okay, so the book we need to get in here is actually in someone else's possession, and they're going to quiz us. Now, there are 3 parts to the quiz. First part I've pretty much memorized, because it's easy questions. If you've read the books a couple dozen times. But the other lot can be a bit tricky, because they're less common knowledge, even for those who read the book.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
Like, some of them I know, some of them I don't. Which is why I've pulled up a guide. Because you want to get them all right.
Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking
Hello
for
again.
the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Okay, so all the ones before she gives us the book, I actually know off by heart.
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Okay, some of these I know, some of these I don't.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Okay, this one I didn't know until I looked it up in the guide.
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
This one I did know.
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
This one's easy.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The Hide-Behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
This one I did not know.
A Demiguise.
Yes! While the Hide-Behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
This one is also easy.
The Patronus Charm.
Well done! The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
This... I knew the name, couldn't remember all the facts about him.
Gamp.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
This is easy, especially if you know Latin.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is,
Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
This one I didn't know because not much information in the books about this.
The rune's paw.
That's right! According to parcel mouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The only thing I knew was it was in America. Didn't know the exact name of the mountain.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
This one is easy.
Amortentia.
That's the answer. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Okay. Even less of these are known by me, but I'll still tell you which ones I knew off by heart.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Off the top of my head, no idea.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
There are 700 fouls, so can't expect me to remember every single one of them. But the guide says it's this one.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
The what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Okay, no idea about that creature, but I know this one as it was actually the Gryffindor password in the Order of the Phoenix book.
Mimblelus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimblelus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
It is a cure for the common cold, and I had no idea who invented it.
Linfrid of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Now, I actually have the Beedle the Bard Tales book, so I know this quite well.
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beedle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Never even heard of this until this game. So the guide says it is this.
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Another Tales of Beedle the Bard person, and Sir Luckless.
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The 3 witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
I'm British, so this is easy.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Okay, I knew this guy was important, and that he created the laws of magic regarding food. It can be summoned, it can be enlarged, it can be cooked, but it cannot be conjured out of thin air. I did not know he was a Minister for Magic.
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. I'm frankly astonished by how well you did. You have a talent for trivia. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't children see that?
You're my second favorite hero!
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Most definitely exciting. I shan't be left out again.
I once snuck into the boys' lavatory.
Oh, how thrilling.
I wasn't told about that.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into
My fizzing whiz-beer is still brewing. These things take time.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration owl. Absolutely dreading it. I'd rather jinx myself than have to explain reasons for the exceptions to Gamp's law. Transfiguration requires such precision. I want to turn my pet rabbit into a thunder.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You're quite close to Professor Fig, aren't you? I've always wondered about him. Never see him actually teaching.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember Armid mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Okay, let me see if the quest I want has appeared. Yes, it has! Okay, I can update my notes. Okay. Let's head back to the Room of Requirement for a bit. Come on, laptop, work with me here.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay. Aww.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Bubbles! Okay, let's sort out my notes. Laptop's on the go slow. Okay. So I think for the rest of this episode, we'll go around and see what collection chests we can find. Now, there are some that I can't get to because they're locked behind a quest. Okay. Okay, we're missing one. In here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going by memory of what the hell was closest.
Revelio. Alohomora.
That was easy. Okay, let me just check how long this stream's been. 1 hour 46. We got a little bit of time.
Lumos. Mine now, demiguys. Revelio.
You're not interested in the demiguys. Okay, we got all of them from the astronomy wing. Okay, how many are we missing here? Just one. Okay. The question is, where is it? I'm gonna go here. Ow! Don't click your fingers, it hurts. Righty.
Revelio.
Breaking into people's homes always seems like a not fun idea.
Alohomora.
Fighting games? Never a good idea in real life. This is like Hagrid's hut from the first two films, and then he goes down to the groundskeeper area in the rest of them? That doesn't seem right, but I don't know. What I do know is, I need that chest. Where's the back door? If there is one. Nope, that's the toilet.
Alohomora.
Okay. I'm just scrolling through to see what ones. I know I got all the math stores. Come on. Okay.
Revelio. Alohomora. Lumos.
Oh, hello, Festrals.
Lumos. Revelio.
I wonder how long Festrals live. Oh, come on, now come he gets the black females.
Hello,
What's in here? All the females I found were blimmin' green.
Revelio.
Beginner's luck, I say. You'll not beat me next time.
If you say so. Okay, bell tower. That's all of them. Goody, 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 goody. And yet I still haven't been to the West Tower. Grand Staircase. Okay. They're the ones I can't get. So move to the Great Hall. Missing one. Where is it? Just let that load. And while it does, I'm going to nip to the toilet. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Now, this is loaded. Okay. Yeah, this meal must be in late November, as there's no decorations in the hall yet.
Aloha Mora. Lumos.
Okay, Great Hall. Got all of them. Library Annex. Got all of them. Nice. South Wing. Got all of them. Okay, so the only ones I'm missing are tied behind a quest, which are in there. Okay. Let's find. No, 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 no. Okay, let's check Hogsmeade Valley. I'm missing one. I think I know where that is. Just going to use this to check. Okay, yeah, it's locked behind that quest. Okay. World map. Okay. North Ford Bog. We are missing one. Okay. Nope, wrong button. I did not mean to hit that.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knocktail.
That was efficient.
Alohomora. Revelio.
I dream of making a better world for me.
Okay, it's actually within this town that we're missing one.
Revelio.
I'm not interested in the small chests, as they just give money or clothes. I want conjurations.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Alohomora. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Okay, Forbidden Forest. No, 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 no. That one. Okay. We have only managed to retrieve one. Why do I get the feeling a lot of these are going to be... Yep. As I thought, a lot of these are going to be... bandit camps, which means they are more than likely going to be loom enchantments.
Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here. Revelio.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I should think I get more sense out of mooncalf dung.
Come on, laptop, cooperate. Give me, like, the location, please. I want to narrow these down. Okay, ironed out. That I'm happy with.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Nope, it ain't that house. Not that house either. There's one collection chest missing. Oh, it's bugging me. Is it the sodden windmill?
Revelio.
I hate this windmill.
Revelio.
Okay, what part are we actually in? Wrong button. Okay, we're in the Feldcroft region. Come on. Okay, Feldcroft Hamlet. We've got all of them there. No. We need Irondale. Okay.
Revelio.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
There you are. If I can land. next on my guides list is South Hogwarts region. Seriously, this should be Hogwarts Valley. Okay. Out of how many are we missing? We're missing 2. Okay. That's dealable. Outside of Hogwarts itself. Okay, and it ain't in Lower Hogsfield. Okay. Arranshire? We've got them. Arranshire Bandit Camp. Okay. One is behind a quest.
I'd rob my own father if there were galleons in it. Not my mother, mind.
Damn you!
I've left the shelves bare in here.
If you tap one of the windows enough, eventually that happens. Which I find hilarious.
Watch yourself. As far as I can see, the only potion worth learning is Sleeping Draught. Best time for the history of magic. Slytherin's a lucky name. I do look forward to going home for the holidays. Mum's pumpkin pasties are the best I've ever had.
Okay, I'm going to leave it here for today, and next time we'll do a couple more side quests before returning to the main story at some point. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!